Beautiful Leos, and welcome back to my Tarot Nook. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're doing wonderful and everything's going amazing for you. Thank you all so much for being so awesome, for supporting my channel in all the ways that you do, especially for subscribers and for returning viewers. Thank you for stopping by. And if you're new, welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy this reading. So this reading is going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, as well as cross watchers. All right. If it doesn't resonate, that's fine. These are very general, so you can always check out the placements if you would like. This is a safe space for everyone, so feel free to let me know how you're doing in the comments, what's going on with you. If any card stands out, feel free to comment about it or timestamp it. And also, if anything resonates for you, if you'd like to share, you're welcome to do so. Just be very supportive of one another, especially if someone's going through a hard time, okay? I don't think anybody isn't going to be supportive, but I just have, it's like in my heart, it's important that I say this out loud, okay? So, Leo, for this reading, we're going to check in with your person's current feelings towards you, the situation, the relationship, or the current status, and what their next moves are going to be, okay? I'm going to see what's on their mind, how they're feeling. I'll check in with their hopes, desires, or fears. All right, we'll see what it is that they really want, and do they really want something else? Or if there's any distractions around them, we'll see what's in their way. What it is that they don't want to either know or share this time, or what's hidden in general that neither of you can see coming. I'll also look at what, if something's getting fixed or not, and I will close with a final message from the universe about their next moves or what to expect, okay? I just like my reader or my viewers to know what I'm doing as a reader. No secrets, there's nothing new under the sun, so I'm not trying to withhold, but this is kind of going to be the template for the reading, okay? All right. Now, especially if you're new, I always start a reading with a message for you specifically from the universe or your angels or your guides or the source that you're connected with at your higher self, or, whatever it is that you're aligned with in terms of spiritual connections, okay? So take this message as either as either something you need to pay attention to, focus on, anticipate, or leave behind. Whatever it is, you'll know your situation. Of course, you're always welcome to share. If it applies, you can always type it out as well. So your messages reach out. It says here, we know you're reaching out right now for help due to a current situation. Support is as much about the physical act of accepting help we're offered as it is about the emotional benefits and learning that it's truly okay to accept support however it's presented to you. All right. So some of you may be thinking, well, hey, I don't know. Like, for example, this is what I connect with when I'm reading this for you. I feel like, some of you here, um, you're in a place where your support could be very beneficial for you, for example. And reaching out in this sense isn't necessarily reaching out to an ex or somebody in your, the reaching out would be to kind of reach out loud to the universe, reach out to your, again, higher self, your angels, your guides. But equally, if somebody is in your life, or if there's somebody that you can reach out to for support, the person, for example, if you have expectations and they're not necessarily meeting them, for example, if you're in distress, sometimes you're thinking you really want a specific solution. That solution may not be right there for you for a reason. And so whatever offer or option or solution is coming through to help you kind of get yourself going, look at it from that perspective, and you're going to be getting a lot of support. You'll realize you have a lot of support. I feel like maybe some of you could be a little stressed out or closed off. So in that sense, Leo, that's how I'm coming at you with that, okay? Not that you have, expectations like demands, but for example, me, it's really tough for me to reach out, and so my expectations are tough on myself to make sure I'm able to do everything, but I can't. And so reaching out is hard, but whenever I do get the support in the way it's meant to come to me. So keep that in mind for this reading, or just in general, especially for those of you that really needed to hear this. All right. The next message I have for you is a romance message from your romance angels. Let's see what it is that they want you to. Whoa, 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 whoa. Gotcha. Okay, so Leah, I think some of you here may be calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, visualizations help bring you together. So manifest, meditate, Okay. I feel like some of you here, your soulmate may also be calling you, especially if you're double Leo. So I'm not trying to be like like a oh rocket scientist. Well, wow. But truly, if you're seeing another Leo, or if you have they have Leo in their charts, um, they could be also calling you in. And I just want you to tune into that. Okay, it could even be in their Venus or something like that. So there's somebody here kind of, wanting you to be around, and I feel like there's somebody that you're trying to pull back in or maybe invite into your space, okay? Um, so let's go ahead here and look at a couple of hidden messages. And then I'll put up, see, okay, so we're definitely dealing with somebody here from the past. Um, we will be together again. So there's definitely somebody here there's a manifestation going on. Somebody's preparing to call you in or for you to call them in. It's coming. It's coming. Okay. And then we have, you speak to me through music. So some of you, you could be, this energy could be totally like into you here. Like seriously, things that you've done together or talked about together. I mean, sure, it says music, but like a lot of it is probably like synchronicities happening all around this energy. Okay. So let's see what else is going on. And then we'll jump into the tarot and close out with a love and healing message for you. All right, so reveal. All right. Um, they wanna. Okay, so somebody is really manifesting you, and I feel like some of you could be dealing with someone that has Leo on their chart. Um, but here, Leo, you're also calling in your soulmate because this is a message from your romance angel. So let's keep that in mind. I feel like somebody really wants to be honest with you, tell you the truth, how they feel, or if there was a mistake. Maybe they lied. I don't know. We'll get to see here what's going on. Whatever it is, there's a truth to be shared, and it's meant to be for the positive. It's meant to be by design. It's meant to be something. I'm fixing this chair right now. Sorry about that. Felt like everything is skewed. It's meant to be something that's going to be either healing or meant to be designed to build a bridge and get over it and kind of like reconnect, like really literally bring the, like, build the bridge to not just also get over it, but to get to you, to get to, to get you back on track with them or something like that. So I feel like that's kind of maybe what's on their mind. And also feel that, okay, so they may have been dishonest. All right. Yeah, they may have lied here. And I mean, something here ripped you guys apart. I do feel like you're still calling in your soulmate. And I feel like if this person is the energy that the universe wants you to align with, they may be coming back. I also feel like, for a lot of you here, I feel like this person daydreams. They want your forgiveness. I mean, look at the cards are talking. Okay, I feel like they really, really kind of were negligent, neglectful. They failed to give you what you need, give you time, attention, focus, love, whatever it is. And there was a lot of mistakes that were made. I feel like they value the situation. And look, we have soul tie in reverse. So I feel like a lot of you, this could be a soulmate soul tie connection for some of you that are in that space in your thoughts in your life. But in the reverse, it just feels like right now things are a little broken up. Maybe there's a little bit of a separation. Okay. I should have expressed myself. So somebody here was not necessarily focused or present in the connection, in the relationship. This card really wanted to jump out. Yeah, we have a runner here. So they don't want to run anymore. They want to come out. Okay. They want to come out, back out online. So let's go ahead and see what's going on with them here and what's on their mind and like their feelings and all that good stuff. Okay. So Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Leo cross watchers. Okay, so the cross watchers, this reading is all focused on you. Okay, Leo, whenever you show up, I will let you know, of course. Um, so the Ten of Cups is in the reverse. The Four of Cups is in the reverse. I don't know why everything feels crooked. I almost want to pause as soon as I'm done laying it out. Just, are we crooked? There you get over it. All right. Four Cups in reverse. Three of Cups in reverse. Okay. Well, the Tower in reverse. So, the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Well, sometimes you really just can't make it up, huh? Even if you tried. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And the Six of Wands in reverse. Stars in reverse. The Wands in reverse. Is everything in reverse? This can't be real. These cards have been shuffled. Wow, Ten of Swords is not. Five of Pentacles is not. Uh, Alright, let's see. What's going on? Strength, Leo, you're showing up here in the reverse. Okay, I don't understand. Obviously, you've seen me shuffle the cards, and I shuffle the cards all the time. I've been using them. So there's definitely... Oh, wow. So the King of Wands here... Okay. Sagittarius, Scorpio. You're dealing with Sagittarius, Scorpio here, but also have you showing up, Leo. And like I said, they could have Leo on the charts. This is a wild reading already for me. I'm gonna keep the deck split on purpose because I'm trying to understand why we have all these reversals. I feel like somebody here is really, really, really feeling inadequate at this time. Somebody's really struggling, all right? I feel like for some of you, you know, this person, they're having some anxiety kind of peaking for them. They're probably in a place where they may not have behaved well, or they may have acted in a kind of erratic way, fought, you know, yell, scream, I don't know, fight, argue, something like that. And I feel like this is kind of overall impacting you, or impacting the separation, or could have been the reason to some type of a breakup. All right, the personality clashing, or the aggression, so to speak, or just the anger, right? Like, it doesn't have to be nasty or physical, but it's definitely something that is popping up as, you know, something that's of concern to you here. Now, in terms of, you know, the King of Wands in reverse, I feel like there's just a humongously impulsive personality here. They're like a little kind of egotistical or big-headed, and so I feel like they're kind of a little kind of, what do you call it? Arrogant, okay, and borderline foolish. Like they got the love, they can give it, they have everything, they do love you, for example, and they you know, they care, they can do it all right, but it comes with a temper, and it comes with a mood, it feels like. Yeah, so that's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of like where maybe for you two things ended up splitting off. But let's see what's going on here with them right now. The Ten of Cups is showing up. It's in the reverse. This is such an interesting reading. I feel like this person, you know, they're struggling overall, but the relationship they felt like was also struggling. And I feel like for some of you, there was some type of blocked intimacy. So maybe they were not feeling fulfilled, or maybe they didn't feel like they were fulfilling you. So it could be both ways. So it's not like meant to be a negative, but like on their mind, when you do come to the top here, that's primarily what's kind of going on. I feel like this is somebody, like an energy that's very courageous, they're strong, they're confident, they're like a good person. But when it comes to like managing emotions or relationships, they're super probably new at it, or not necessarily kind of experienced. They don't have to be super new. Or you know, the love and the passion is there. However, the emotions are kind of still raw, like still like, you know, kind of gelling together, getting to kind of coexist and intertwine. Like the I can see it happening like in from like a weird way, but it feels like the connection would take off, but it wasn't linking correctly. You know what I mean? And I feel like for some of you, you know, maybe some of you thought, you know, this person you can have a future with them. But this is also a person that thought that you could actually have children with you, or have a future with you. Some of you they may even have talked, you know, marriage with you here. So that's kind of like what's on their mind. And I feel like for some of you, this person, um, for some of you, even though it's in the reverse, your happiness was, you know, when you guys were together, because it does feel like there's some type of a separation. Your happiness was important to them. So I feel like this person is kind of thinking about, you know, the things that, you know, when you guys were happy, the good times, even though things right now are not good and they're struggling, and there's broken dreams right now. And I feel like that's what they're thinking about, the broken dreams. You know what I mean? The Four of Cups is here, you know, it's in the reverse. I feel like for some of you, this energy, they're not necessarily dishonest, but they could have, like, with, like we were talking about, like withheld information, or yeah, maybe, yeah, dishonest. I mean, lie, you know, but it wasn't intentional lies to kind of, you know, manipulate or hurt you. It was, I feel for some of you, this person was just kind of disconnected for a little bit, or got disconnected. And I feel like, you know, I feel like instead of this being like fears or desires, I feel like maybe it's more like they're regretting that a lot. Like they think about that a lot, and it affects them. I feel like also with this energy, there's a little bit of a kind of indecisiveness about them. So even though together or apart, there's an essence of indecisiveness when it comes to like emotional strength when it comes to relationship. So again, I don't feel like it's something that, you know, they were intentionally trying to kind of screw up or cause, but there was just some things that were just not stable, or they didn't have like a good foundation. Okay, I feel like for a lot of you, this person, in terms of like worries or concerns, there's sometimes they do worry that you're like a little too stubborn, so maybe you weren't like listening or hearing them, for whatever it is that they were trying to tell you. So I don't know. I mean, like, again, take it as it resonates, but I feel like this crosswatcher, your person, there's some things that causes a lot of hesitation for them at this time. The Three of Cups here in the reverse, some of you, I feel like this person, the biggest distraction was the Three of Cups. Three of Cups, it could be a third party, but sometimes it's not a relationship third party or cheating third party. Sometimes it's work, partying, like just actually partying, socializing, just separating, distancing, stuff like that. So I feel like for some kids, school, I don't know, travel, work, honestly. So there's a lot of that, but from the emotional sense, it didn't become fulfilling. And I don't feel like they necessarily know what they want. I feel like this person just kind of is maybe perhaps in a place where they're into people pleasing right now and just kind of, wanting to like avoid conflict, like the conflict that, causes issues and stuff like that. They don't like really want to be around it too much, because I feel like they, overall, like, there's been some sort of gossip or something happening, and for them, that's actually been like a third party problem. Like, it's been like that's, I feel like for some of you, this person really their distractions was like the third party, but it was more like problematic, like drama, gossip, something like that. It doesn't feel like it was necessarily completely another individual. But there could have been at some point, like we talked about with the dishonesty that had shown up here, that, this there could have been stuff that was misleading or they were not honest about. So you thought one thing and something else was happening. All right. Now the Tower here, I mean, it's in reverse. It's a good thing. I feel like it's a good thing. Like, it's in reverse, but it's not the greatest thing. But it's a good thing when it's in because we're looking at it as a challenge. And I feel like for a lot of you, this person, for the biggest challenge for them was they kind of delayed whatever truth that they had to tell you. And I feel like that's a good thing. That's a good power boost for you here, Leo, because it tells me that this person realized after the fact that all these obstacles and all these problems and all the stuff that they were trying to avoid or delay, they're delaying of telling you the truth, or talking about this dishonesty, telling you the honest stuff, is kind of what kind of got in the way of whatever breakup has happened. Okay. Now I feel like they really believe that you will be together again. I'm busting on everything here. And I feel like for a lot of you, this person is absolutely willing to be honest with you and reveal the truth, or answer any of your questions. But for a lot of you, the third party is not like what you think it is. I'm sorry, I'm not seeing anything that's telling me it's like another person. I'm not like getting that. Like, there's another person involved, sure, but it wasn't necessarily. It's more like maybe you thought that there was more to it. Okay, because the emotional fulfillment wasn't there for the connection, but they were emotionally unavailable, but it wasn't because of another specific person. It could have been persons or work, like, again, a gathering or something like that, like a social thing. All right, so with this Tower energy, I feel like the biggest challenge was there was nothing to fix. Like, there was nothing that they thought they could fix. They didn't have the band-aids to fix the problem, so to speak. Okay, so things ended up for that reason, like, right? So they didn't have that courage. But now that they have this time apart, or you guys have this quiet time separated, or I don't know, broken up, the reflection is what's playing out here. Okay, they're reflecting on things, and that's the realization. Like, they didn't act on things, they didn't remove the obstacles. It caused a lot of problems. That was a challenge. All right. Now I feel like for a lot of you, this Four of Pentacles, this is a Capricorn energy. This person, they're still shutting down. I don't think they're available to anybody. I feel like if you guys are not talking right now, or whatever it is, this is not somebody that's like interested in another person right now. I don't feel like your person, Leo, is actively looking for a relationship with anyone. If anything, I feel like for a lot of you, this person is just kind of maybe just kind of honestly like being a little selfish, frugal, hanging on to their money, saving money, something, trying to like do something where it, like, maybe just spending time to themselves, taking all the time off to be like to do things with the, like, that they enjoy, but more like just kind of alone, like they're not attached to anybody or anything like that. Another thing about the Four of Pentacles here, you know, I feel like this person with the Tower especially, it feels like sometimes things were just very isolated or kind of very controlled. So for a lot of you, the stability again shows up as it's just not present to maintain that structure, that discipline. The stability just wasn't there. All right, the Knight of Pentacles here, you know, I feel like this person has the urge to kind of, you know, obviously reach out. It is the Knight. It is a card of motion. Taurus energy here showing up, a little bit of Aries as well. But I feel like this person, you know, hesitates a lot. And I feel like they, you know, sometimes lack the confidence to do the right thing. I think they want to fix something or reach out or touch, like reach out and touch base. But it just feels like there's a lot of hesitation. And I feel like for a lot of you, this person, you know, the hesitation is twofold. Okay, some of it is, you know, I feel like they think, you know, they may have to like over explain themselves. I'm not sure, but others of you, this person just kind of was trying to perhaps take the lazy route, like walk in the other direction for now. But the funny part, even though they're walking in the other direction, well, not funny, but interesting. Look, they're walking towards calling in their soulmate. Okay, they're walking towards, but it's in the reverse, so it hasn't kicked off yet. It feels like it's coming. Or the desire at least is there, but it's not being acted on, okay? Some of you, this person could just be overly cautious or again, overly kind of protective or just kind of, again, being a little stingy in their own world. Just kind of kicking off, doing their own thing, you know, trying to stay a little drama-free. Like, even when they're, the stability of what they want, like, the focus isn't necessarily 100% there, but they're doing it in an isolated way. Like, they're right now on their own quite a bit. All right, the Six of Wands in the reverse. Leo, you're showing up. I told you whenever you show up, you're showing up. Their next moves here, they want to grow something with you, but there's a little bit of pride, okay? I feel like this person that maybe sometimes is unable to give recognition, like validate things. I feel like they realize that, but I feel like they sometimes feel like they're also not getting the recognition that they deserve. So they go into like a state of a punishing state. Or maybe they act out of pride in a way toward, like in the opposite direction. But again, if we were to kind of, I know it's not a horse, it's, you know, it's a little bit of a pony or something like that, but it's also moving towards a direction like of the memory of the Tower and of the Four of Pentacles, where things kind of feel a little isolated, a little kind of stingy, a little frugally, you know. And the Six of Wands, as their like actual next move, you know, they're in a place where things are very bittersweet for them, okay? I feel like this is somebody that really wants to grow or nourish something, but they don't have the full resources or the tools to completely do it. But they're taking the time to think of how to do it. They're like in a rediscovery state. So maybe they're not in an action state right now, but they're like more in a rediscovery state. And I feel like this person overall, I mean, you showed up multiple times in the reading, Leo. So you are really on their mind in a way, but it's just everything feels like a little stagnant or stalled right now, okay? All right, beautiful Leos, this is all I have for you at this time. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Let me know in the comments what's going on with you. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. All right, and also like the video and hit the notification bell. And also, I usually close my readings with one final message, self-love, self-healing chakra message. And so I usually ask my viewers, if you are here with me till the end, you can type the word and to claim the reading, to let me know you stayed with me. And for all those things, I thank you so much, because it certainly does help me, you know, support me in that way. Thank you for supporting me in that way, I guess. All right, so here we go. Your word is letting go, okay? So your message is letting go is not giving up. Sometimes it is the first step towards success. So I feel like this is a great self-love, self-healing message for yourself. Letting go, my beautiful Leo. Thank you so much for your time. Love you all so much. See you in the next one.